Hey everybody, this is Jackie with CCYDNE Hobbies, and I figured I would take a try at this YouTube thing, and the best way to get started is with a brand new game. But before we start, this is a 17 and up only game, so not safe for kids, not safe for work, depending on where you work. So we would really appreciate it if anyone 17 and under goes away for now. Bye. We'll make more videos for you later. Okay, everybody out of the room. Okay, so this is a new game that we were contacted by the publishers, and so I made sure to get a copy, and we're going to give it a try. But right now I'm going to give you a quick overview of what the game is. This is Bad People. Yeah, not for kids. It is a game for people ages 17 and up, 3 to 10 players, and it usually takes 20 to 60 minutes. The party game you probably shouldn't play. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so one thing I like, because I did open the big box earlier, nice, simple instructions. One sheet, good information, and a little follow-through how-to guide on the back too. Make it easier so everybody can learn how to play the game properly. Pretty much it's simple. You pick an identity, someone asks a question, everybody votes on what they think that person who asked the question, known as the dictator, is going to say, and then whomever has the right amount of votes gets points. First person to 7 points wins. So let's take a look at the cards. So the first set of cards that are on the list are the question cards. That's these. So I'm going to open this up real fast. Now I know you all have seen Kongman21 struggle with these. I think he gets that naturally because I have problems too. This one's working. And we're not going to go through every card. We're just going to go through quite a few of them, but we don't want to spoil the whole deck for you. Okay, so let's just take what's on the top. Take quite a few here and see what kind of questions we have. Most likely to sleep their way to the top. So you would ask this, the dictator would ask this, and then everyone in the group would vote and determine if to see if they could vote the same thing as what the dictator would say. And you have to remember that this is going to be played with adults, so answers are going to get a little risque after a while. Who was the last person to have a drink thrown in their face? Who really needs to start making New Year's resolutions? Who has had the sex in the most random place? Most likely to convince the group to play strip poker. Oh, create your own card so the dictator gets to make their own. Who would be the worst person to work for? If we were all characters in a horror movie, who would get killed first? Most likely to draw a dick on a passed out friend. Create your own card again. Most likely to shout the wrong name during sex. Most likely to have sex in the back of a taxi. If we were all therapists, who would probably sleep with their patients? Most likely to rat me out if they were under pressure from the cops. Most likely to accidentally have drugs on them while going through airport security. Who is never the problem in a relationship? Most likely to fart and blame it on someone else. If I was the ruthless dictator of a country, who would I choose as my second in command? In their lifetime, who's most likely to become a pimp or madam? Most likely to break up with someone because, and then the dictator gets to fill in the blank on the reason. Who can't go 10 minutes without looking at themselves in a mirror? Most likely to shed the next drunken tear. Most likely to borrow something with no intentions of returning it. Most likely to say, I'm not racist, but. Most likely to fake an orgasm. Who could never say no to blank? Most likely to join ISIS. Most likely to run into a former lover and not remember their name. Who has the worst game? Who has gone the longest without showering? Most likely to laugh if they saw a blind person trip. Who would sell their soul for the least amount of money? Who has had a sexual dream about blank? And who will be the next person to have a threesome? So there's a little selection of the cards for you. There are 170 of these cards. So that's going to be a lot of time to play and a lot of different variables. The next thing you get are the voting cards. So we'll move these out of the way. Black cards are the voting cards. This one's a little better wrapped. Oops. Almost gave away. So the voting cards you'll pick voting cards that go with your identity. We seem to have, I don't remember how many there are of each. Oh, yep, see, so here we go with another one. So let me show you what the character cards are. The character cards are these little gray ones. So, okay, we'll just hit that one right off on the start. So you have the different identities. Told you it was a game for adults. It's definitely for adults. Okay, so as you can see, you'll have voting cards that match your identity cards. And each player will choose an identity card and put that face up in front of them. And then you also collect a picture voting card for everyone else that's in the game. So you should have one voting card for at least every one of these pictures that's being used in the game. That's in your hand. And that's how you vote. There is a green set of cards. These are the double down cards. Now, the fun thing you can do with the double down is if you think you really, really know what the dictator is going to say, you can use the double down cards. If you place this next to your answer and you're right, instead of getting 1 point, you get 2 points. But if you're wrong, you lose your card for the rest of the game, so play it wisely. Okay, oh, and pencil, always good to have, and score pad. So here's how you keep score. Each time you match what the dictator chooses, you get a point. First person to 7 points wins the game. If there are ties, you keep playing. Somebody has to win the game by 1 point. That's the rule. Looks like a lot of fun. Let's get into a few more little cards here. Oh, wait. There's an expansion deck out already. So they've already sent me this one, and as you can see, it is Not Safe for Work, the Brutal Pack. So you saw what we had to begin with. I'm not really sure what could be added in this, so let's take a look. Good plastic unwrapping. Get into the box. And we have more white cards. Let's take a look at what we got here. Oh yeah, these are definitely not safe for work. Most likely to take a shit on lover's chest. Most likely to take part in bukkake. Who has the most unapproachable face? Most likely to be secretly homophobic. Who's the happiest when people they know don't succeed? Who was the youngest to lose their virginity? Who has stolen the most virginities? Most likely to overdose on cocaine. Most likely to hook up with a close friend's ex. Who is the laziest sexual partner? Least likely to be wearing underwear right now. Who has the lowest standards? Most likely to randomly FaceTime me naked at 2 a.m. Most likely to shart themselves. Who's had the most sexual partners in a 24-hour period? Who's experienced the biggest age difference with a sexual partner? If we were all stranded on an island, who would I eat first? Most likely to go gay for pay. Who would get a bucket of horse cum dumped on them for the least amount of money? So yeah, you can see these are definitely not safe for work, not safe for the kiddos. So this is a 17 and up game. Please remember that. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun party game. It's got some replayability, to it. There are some specific variants that you can do. You can either do that the popular answer gets the point, so you don't have to match what the dictator says. Everybody can say that whoever gets the most votes, that's the person who automatically gets the point. If you feel that you've been unfairly targeted, you can do the convince us, where you have to convince the group why they shouldn't have voted for you. And if you succeed, you actually get a point. But if not, then the group gets to punish you. And in the directions, it says that punishments are up to the group, and they include random dares, finishing your drink, a naked run around the block, etc. So obviously, this is going to be a fun game. So this is just a really quick overview to let you kind of see what's in the game. We're going to have it available. We're taking pre-orders right now for this, and then hopefully once we get our big group that usually does a lot of our game demos together, we'll be able to have a review, and either I or probably Kongman21 will be back, and we'll go over the game and let you know just how wild it got. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. As Kongman21 says, thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the subscribe button down there. And always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any ideas of other games that you want us to look at or to try, leave those in the comments as well. We do answer your questions, and we're really thankful to all of those who have already submitted questions to us in the past. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, because we want to get all of our subscribers up so we can make more of these videos and do more stuff. And I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.